Good afternoon to you. This is David John with Balancing Triad, Body, Mind, and Spirit. So Balancing Triad. What if you could handle the challenges that life throws at you with kind of grace and ease and not have them really bother you too much? That, in essence, is what part of Balancing Triad is about. I found out the importance of working on my body, mind, spirit. When I went in, I had what was being called a tumor in my sinus. I went in for a simple biopsy, but there was complications, so I woke up in ICU the next day. My reaction to that was, okay, I treat it as not a big deal. Went back the following week, got a cancer diagnosis. Wasn't a big deal to me either. Even when I went for surgery the following week, which I didn't know till the last minute, and didn't know how they're going to do surgery, which means they could have removed part of the eye, part of the brain. Instead of being 8-hour surgery all through the nose, I think 5 or 6 days in the hospital, I was still okay with that. So that is what I'm here sharing with you. So you can handle the challenges that life throws at you, the ones you're currently going with, and even ones in the past. I can handle those with kind of grace and ease and not let it bother you. All right, so let's get into today's topic. I am continuing. I'm surprised I've stayed on topic this long. I've been going through a series of steps to get you started on Balancing Triad. If you're not sure about these, I am going to I'm going to be getting a group here before too long, and these will be in there. So, what we've done so far has been getting an idea of what body, mind, and spirit means to you, and then taking an honest, hard look at yourself about where you're at, figuring out what you want, figuring out if you're willing and ready to then get that. Figuring out your long-term goals. What are your short-term goals or micro goals. So sorry, we did short-term goals, accountability support, and then baby steps, short-term goals. And right now it's obstacles. When you're going through and planning, especially your short-term goals, one of the things to consider is a lot of us don't, I don't necessarily consider them very much, is what are some potential obstacles that could come up that's going to hinder you, and then how can you deal with them? So the example I use quite a bit is like the exercising, getting healthier, losing your weight, whatever it's going to be in there. Even though, get the whole hair strand out there. Losing weight is not a very good way because the scale lies to you all the time. But anyways, if you plan an exercise, what can you do? Potential obstacles, something comes up where you're not able to exercise. What's your alternative? What's your backup plan? What can you do there? If something happens where you can't make it to the gym, do you got something planned out where you can do it at home? If you're not able to get you into your 20-minute meditation, you got to figure out where you can maybe get your 5 minutes in somewhere throughout the day, or do it later on. If you slept in late and didn't get to work on your whatever project, you got some time figured in your day where you can maybe do that before you go to bed. If you're going to listen to a podcast on the way to work and you forgot about it, is there something you can do when you get home? So whatever those obstacles may be, and there's such a huge variety here, depending on what you're working on and what your circumstances are. But regardless, do you have some potential backup plans? Even if you're working on healthy eating and you got some events coming up where you might be going out with friends, there might be some business lunch meetings. What are you going to do? If you're trying to eat healthy, are your food options not that great? What are your options that you can do with that? So it's just trying to figure out what are some potential obstacles come up and then ways to take care of them. So if they do come up, you just keep trucking right along and not letting it bother you. It's something that's a little bit minor to do. And again, like I said myself, a lot of times I don't necessarily consider this. However, for some people, any type of minor obstacle can really throw them off track big time. For other people, they just take the bumps on the roads, and others don't. So take some time to consider that. With whatever you're working on, what are some potential obstacles that might throw you off or might interfere with your progress? Might interfere with you completing the goal for that week. All right, so that's all I got for you today. Is just be aware of obstacles and how you can counter them. All right, so take care and let me know your thoughts on that, and we will catch you next time. Balancing to you. Bye-bye.